Along the fragile shores of the Atlantic, in the Warri North local government area of Delta State, lies the ancient community of Ogheye Eghoroke, founded in the late 17th century by Ojogun. This peaceful village has endured for centuries, holding firm to its traditions while adapting to the world around it. Ojogun, the patriarch of the community, gave birth to 5 children: Ogbami, Ekushe, Imara, Otisi, and Idimigun, who later became the queen to Ogheye Eredua I, the 15th Olu of Warri, who ruled from 1760 to 1795. For generations, the people of Ogheye Eghoroke have celebrated their ancestors through the Igbinoba festival, a grand event held every 3 years with the next one set for 2025. Their cultural roots run deep, but in recent years, they have also embraced Christianity, primarily Pentecostal and white garment faiths, blending old traditions with new beliefs. Ogheye Eghoroke and its neighboring village have long depended on the bounties of the Atlantic Ocean for their livelihoods, primarily fishing. Over the years, the community has faced many challenges, yet their connection to the land and sea remains unbroken. In recent decades, this cultural and natural harmony has been disrupted. The arrival of oil exploration has brought with it environmental degradation. Pollution from spills and oil extraction activities has taken a toll on the environment, slowly chipping away the community's lifeblood. Fishing. Ogheye Eghoroke is no stranger to hardship, but what they face now is unprecedented. An ocean surge, fierce and unrelenting, swallowing homes, schools, and the very land they have lived on for generations. This story is about a people standing at the edge of survival, fighting against the encroaching waters while hoping for intervention and justice. For over 60 years, Ogheye Eghoroke and its neighboring communities have lived in the shadow of oil exploration. Chevron's Okan field, where oil was first discovered in 1963, has left its mark on these shores. The extraction of oil has come at a great cost to the people, as pollution, oil spills, and toxic waste have slowly poisoned the waters and land that once sustained the people. The impact has been devastating. Fishing, the primary source of income for thousands, has been greatly affected. Ogheye Eghoroke, which was once a peaceful fishing village and a major fishing hub in Nigeria, has now become a shadow of itself. Traders from the eastern and northern regions of Nigeria would travel far to buy fish and other produce, bringing life and commerce to the community. For centuries, the Atlantic provided abundantly, making Ogheye Eghoroke a bustling center for trade and livelihood. Today, that lifeblood is at risk. The once thriving marine life has dwindled due to pollution. High levels of toxic pollutants have seeped into the environment, leading to an alarming increase in infant mortality rates and health issues.
The community is under siege from natural disaster. Please, we are begging our political heads, from councillor to local government chairman to House of Rep to House of Assembly, Governor and President, come to the aid of the community and adjoining communities.
The slow devastation caused by oil exploration is now being overtaken by a more immediate threat: the ocean itself. In August 2024, the communities of Ogheye Eghoroke and surrounding areas were hit by a relentless ocean surge. Homes, schools, and vital infrastructures were consumed by the advancing waters, leaving thousands without shelter.
2 weeks ago, erosion. You don't see the erosion water. They cannot sleep.
Or access to clean water. Aside from Ogheye, Eghoroke, other communities along the Delta coastline have also been devastated by the ocean surge. Orere, a community that hosts the Quito oil and gas field, is now on the brink of extinction. Once a thriving settlement, Orere has now been washed away, leaving behind only traces of its existence. The very industry that brought prosperity to the area has now become a silent witness to its destruction.
We don't get house, we don't get school, we don't get hospital, we don't get water. We are suffering from all those, no lights. This solar light that energy brought, erosion has taken it away. This house, from the river, from this house, is almost 6 miles. Erosion has taken it away. No government airport. There's so bad deck make it airport.
Other buildings aside in the front of this building that you are seeing here that are destroyed here now.
Wait, you mean that after this building, there are other
building, more than 10 building at the front of this
Where
building.
is the school now?
Everything that is destroyed into the water.
The school is already inside.
Inside.
What about the borehole?
The borehole, look at it there.
Already inside the water.
Inside the water too. No water, no community, this community.
Again, also, there's no school now.
No school now.
The community's only source of drinking water, a borehole, has been consumed by the ocean, leaving families with no choice but to rely on ocean water for bathing and daily needs. What remains is a humanitarian crisis. With no access to clean water, shelter, or basic services, the people of Ogheye, Eghoroke, and neighboring villages now face a critical humanitarian crisis. Displacement, overcrowding, and poor sanitation are putting lives at further risk. Entire communities like Ogheye Zion and Ogheye Ajadogo have been erased. Efforts to reach some areas have failed as much of the land is now under water. As the ocean surge swallows more of Ogheye Eghoroke and its surrounding areas, the scale of the crisis deepens. Ogheye Eghoroke is not a stand-alone community. It is a twin community with Ogheye Dimigun, which houses the celebrated Ogheye ultra-modern floating markets. This market, commissioned in January 2023 by the then national leader People's Democratic Party PDP, Iyorchia Ayu, under the leadership of former Delta State Governor Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, was envisaged to bring economic growth to the area. The commissioning event was a grand occasion attended by top government officials, including Honorable Sheriff Oborewori, who was then Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly and is now Governor, His Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III, CFR the Olu of Warri, and former Governor Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Udwanga were also present to celebrate this milestone. But today, that vision is under threat. The ocean surge has not only devastated the homes and schools of Ogheye Eghoroke, but it is also now advancing towards Ogheye Dimigun and the ultra-modern floating markets. This economic lifeline, a vital source of commerce and trade for the people, could soon be swept away by the unrelenting waters. The question remains, will the government sit hands crossed as this investment and the livelihoods it supports are washed away? The people of Ogheye Eghoroke and Ogheye Dimigun are crying out for immediate intervention as the destruction spreads further each day. The communities have made a desperate plea to the federal government of Nigeria, Delta States, the United Nations and NGOs. Their homes, livelihoods and even lives are at risk, and immediate intervention is needed to prevent further catastrophe.
The sea have destroyed this community for so many years. This community itself, where it is Kito 1. We shift from the Kito 1 down to where we are. It's now almost 5 stages we are now. Some community have entered sea. Zion, Eghoroke, and Ajadogo have entered sea, have gone because we are suffering. Government to talk about Eghoroke because we are feeling we have nowhere to go. This is our promised land that we have. Please, we are begging you.
The two communities, Ajadogo, they have been washed away by the erosion.
Same thing.
The same thing.
So no community there now.
Totally, those two communities are washed away. Remaining this Eghoroke now. So this Eghoroke now is finished. Nothing left in the community again. So we are pleading for the federal government and the state to come and rescue the community.
Despite the devastation, the people of Ogheye Eghoroke remain hopeful, but hope alone will not rebuild their homes or restore their livelihoods. It is time for the world to take note, for governments and corporations to act, and for justice to be done. The goose that laid the golden egg should not be abandoned.